The Joker. No capes, no fancy gadgets, no alien superpowers. Yet, he's one of the most dangerous villains in comic book history. He's the ultimate trickster, armed with nothing but a twisted mind, a love for chaos, and that unsettling grin that screams, "You'll never figure me out." Today we will be looking at something only comic book readers know about. This is the incident when the Joker finally did something nobody thought possible. He actually killed the Batman. This occurred in the famous Batman Endgame storyline when the Joker uses a virus to kill the Batman and it precipitates something nobody ever saw coming. The Joker quits crime and actually gets a regular 9-to-5 job. Now, before we dive into the mayhem, please hit that subscribe button. Fans have spent decades trying to decode the clown prince of crime. Does he have a plan? Does he even care? Money clearly isn't his motivator. He's not your typical crook. This has led to two schools of thought. One camp says the Joker is the embodiment of nihilism, a guy who just wants to watch the world burn. The other camp? They think he's hyper-sane, seeing truths that the rest of us are too blind or too afraid to understand. Let's break it down and see where the real madness lies. The first theory is that the Joker is simply a nihilist. Nihilism, for those unfamiliar with the term, is the rejection of all religious and moral principles, basically believing that life has no meaning. A true nihilist cares for nothing. Money, power, even their own life are irrelevant. The Joker certainly fits the bill. In The Dark Knight, he famously burns a pile of stolen cash, worth hundreds of millions. He then turns to a baffled mobster and casually says, "It's not about the money. Everything burns." This guy doesn't just reject materialism, he spits in its face. He's not motivated by cash or status, which makes him dangerous in ways your typical mob boss or evil genius isn't. He also displays an indifference to his own life. Remember that chilling scene where he stands in front of Batman's speeding Batpod, daring him to run him down? The Joker doesn't care if he lives or dies. It's all part of the bigger joke. The second theory is that the Joker is hyper-sane. Now, before you dismiss the idea that the Joker is actually saner than everyone else, hear me out. Hypersanity is when someone sees the raw, unfiltered truth of reality that everyone else is too blind to notice. To the masses, they seem insane. To themselves, they're the only sane one left. The Joker could be this guy. Why? First off, the Joker seems to know he's just a character in a comic book. He breaks the fourth wall multiple times, talking directly to the reader. In one comic, he even turns the page of his own story, as if to say, "See? This is all just a big joke, and I'm in on it." The fact that the Joker knows he is just a character in a comic book is why he has such nonchalant outlook towards everything. But there's more. In the Batman Endgame storyline, the Joker unleashes a virus on Gotham, turning people into Joker-like zombies. His plan is masterful, using his deep understanding of Batman's psyche to push the Caped Crusader to the brink. The Joker's been playing this long game for years, knowing every button to press. And then, Batman seemingly dies. For the Joker, this doesn't compute. He's spent years tormenting Batman, knowing full well that the hero can't die. It's all part of the comic book script, right? But when Batman's death seems real, the Joker is genuinely confused. To him, the idea that the hero of a comic book could truly die is absurd. This realization forces the Joker to confront a horrifying thought. What if this world isn't just a story? What if it's real? And if it's real, then all the atrocities he's committed are real too. Faced with the possibility that he's been living in the real world, the Joker does something unthinkable. He turns over a new leaf. Yep, you heard that right, and starts living like a regular Joe. 9-to-5 job, normal clothes, the whole shebang. He even becomes a volunteer at a local charity, working to undo the damage he's done. And what about his relationship with Harley Quinn? It takes a 180-degree turn. Instead of using and abusing her, the reformed Joker treats Harley with kindness and respect. The two even start developing a genuine romantic relationship, based on mutual understanding rather than manipulation and chaos. Who knew the clown prince of crime had a soft side? But as we all know, Batman isn't dead. When the Joker learns that his archenemy survived, everything snaps back into place. The hero of a story can't die, which means they are in a comic book. And if that's true, then none of the Joker's crimes matter. It's all part of the joke. With that revelation, he reverts to his old self, chaos incarnate, but now with a deeper purpose. He's not just a villain anymore. He's trying to wake everyone up, to show them the ultimate truth. They're all just characters in a never-ending story.